That's him right there.
There he is. Let's get a shot.
Who's that?
You must be new. That is Bruce Wayne.
Mr. Wayne. Clark Kent, Daily Planet.
What's your position on the Bat Vigilante in Gotham? Civil liberties are being trampled on in your city. People living in fear. He thinks he's above the law.
The Daily Planet criticizing those who think they're above the law is a little hypocritical, wouldn't you say? Considering every time your hero saves a cat out of a tree, you read a puff-piece editorial about an alien who could burn the whole place down.
Most of the world doesn't share your opinion, Mr. Wayne.
Maybe it's Gotham City in me. We just have a bad history with freaks dressed like clowns.
Boys, Bruce Wayne meets Clark Kent. I love it. I love bringing people together. How are we?
Lex?
Hi, hello, Lex. It is a pleasure. Ow, wow, that is a good grip. You should not pick a fight with this person. You know the oldest lie in America, Senator? That power can be innocent.
You're gonna go to war. That son of a bitch brought the war to us. You know you can't win this. It's suicide.
The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world. Son of Krypton versus Bat of Gotham.
You're psychotic.
That is a three-syllable word for any thought too big for little minds.
It's time you learn what it means to be a man.
Stay down! If I wanted it, you'd be dead already.
If man won't kill God, the devil will do it.
What have you done? She with you?
I thought she was with you.
Alright everybody, so we just got the main trailer, as they're calling it, for Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice during Jimmy Kimmel tonight, and I'm here to break everything down for you, all the big parts, all the little parts, all the things you might have missed, so we're going to jump right into it. Now in the beginning it opens with what seems to be Lex Luthor's party for, we don't know what reason, but it might be for charity to help the destruction of Metropolis, because it seems like Lex does a lot of that charity work in the comics. And it seems like this is the Lex Luthor that Zack Snyder is wanting to portray in his movie. And we see Clark and Bruce Wayne in this party scene finally talking to each other as Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne. So you get to see them. It's like that iconic scene between two superheroes who don't know who each other is. Like, they don't know, like, that's Superman, that's Batman. They don't know that they know that that's Bruce Wayne, that's Clark Kent. So it's kind of one of those iconic moments that you have to have in any team-up movie with any superheroes. And you could see how they're already starting to bicker. And this seems to be more in the beginning of the movie, because he's talking about the Bat Vigilante, not Batman. And it seems like the Bat Vigilante is what they're going to call him in the beginning, then he's going to form into Batman during the end. So it seems like this is going to be during the first act or whatever of the movie. Now we get that big Joker reference, and you could tell that this is the Batman, and this is the Gotham, and this is the whole history that Zack Snyder was going for. He didn't want to have to do an origin story. He wanted to do an older Batman that has already fought the Joker, the Riddler, and Catwoman, and he's already dealt with all the rogues. He's already in his arsenal or what have you. But he's already done all that stuff. So Zack Snyder says that he wants to do an older Batman that has fought all of them, so he can have fun with them later in the later movies. Like, because these comic book fans are tired of these origin stories. They want to see the characters that they love, like the Bat Family, Batgirl, Jason Todd, and all the other ones. They want to see Damian Wayne come in, I bet, one in another movie. So that is what he's going to do. He's skipping all the origins, which is so awesome, so he can get straight into the good Bat Family and the Batman rogues that we all know and love. Now moving on to Lex Luthor. Now I wanted to talk about Lex Luthor because it seems like this Lex Luthor is more Jesse Eisenberg, who is the actor that plays him. He seems more like the actor, Jesse Eisenberg. He has that same fast talking way, and he has the same mannerism as him, I guess you could say. And that's totally fine with me because I love Jesse Eisenberg as an actor, and it would be cool to see another Lex Luthor than just the businessman and the bald head. You know, this is a whole new generation of these superheroes, and we need to see something different so it just doesn't keep repeating itself and repeating itself. So that's something I want to totally bring up, and let me know what you guys think about this Jesse Eisenberg being Lex Luthor in the comments. Tell me if you like the actor choice, and tell me if you like how he acted as Lex Luthor in this trailer, because I personally liked it, but I have no idea how everybody else is going to react. Now we're going to talk about something else. We're going to talk about how the CGI looks. Now, when Batman is in his armor suit and he's facing off against Superman and they're fighting, it does not look great. It looks kind of like a really well put together video game. Like a really well put together video game is not going to be like the best CGI in a movie, because video games haven't come that far. But I mean, I guess that's what you can expect from this, because there's so many elements, like the city, the rain, and the Superman, you know, they can't really make him fly like in a studio. They have to do that CG. And this bat suit, I mean, they had a real bat suit on set, the armored bat suit, but this one totally looks CGI. I have no idea if that's my opinion, or it's just actually what it looks like to everybody. All the fight scenes do look a little iffy with that, including Doomsday, which I'm going to get to in a second, but the bat suit, the actual bat suit, the main bat suit, looks fine. It's just the armored one that looks a little different, you know, because I don't expect Ben Affleck to get on set and wear that big armor, because like Batman in the movies is supposed to, you know, he's Batman, he could wear that suit, like he could deal with that, but Ben Affleck, he can't deal with that suit, I don't think, on set while he's acting in a fight scene. But it really wouldn't be him, it'd just be a stunt double. But that's what I'm saying, just humans can't do that. They have to, the Batman that they're going for is like inhuman almost, like he could do things humans can't, which Batman can do. So that's what they're going for. So they can't capture that with a stunt double or Ben Affleck. They have to CG it, which is fine, but I just wish it looked kind of on the real side. It does look real, like as real as it can get. I believe it's as real as it can get, but it's just something that I wanted to bring up because it's something I noticed in the trailer. So we heard the Bat voice for the first time. We heard the armored Bat voice in the teaser trailer, the first ever teaser trailer. We heard the "Do You Bleed," and that was just like a little bit of it. But this is the actual Bat suit, like the main Bat suit, the main Bat voice. It's something different. I was never expecting this. Like this is a muffled, like machine voice almost. Like Christian Bale's was a deep, you know, voice of like what a human could do. But this is more machine-like. Like he turns on a machine, he does this to his vocal cords, and he makes them vibrate. And so it's a really different Bat voice, but it's totally fine with me, because I mean, I love Batman. I love anything that they're going to do with Batman or Superman or any of the superheroes. So just something different, just to keep it from like the Batman Begins or the Dark Knight trilogy, which is the same thing, or Superman Returns. We just need something different. So this is totally fine with me, as long as it's done right. That's the only thing that matters to me. If it's done right, then I'll like it. If it's done wrong, I won't like it. I don't care what characters they bring in. I don't care about this or that. I care about if it's done right, and this Bat voice is done right. On the subject of voices, we're going to talk about Superman's voice now. Now, in the Comic-Con trailer that's like the one that we've gotten, and the teaser, we haven't heard Clark Kent or Superman talk. We haven't heard it. So this is a really, really cool thing, because Clark Kent, we heard him talk in the beginning with Bruce Wayne, which was something cool to hear. And then later on we heard, you know, "Stay down, I could have killed you if I wanted to." And that's like the best Superman voice that you could hear. Like that's the best line to hear his voice, I've noticed. And it's like the Batman one. That I'm not going to repeat myself, because it's exactly what I'm going to say with the Batman one. The Superman one is different, and it's like the most, like, you know, superhero voice is the most strongest voice, you know, and that's what I expect from Superman, and it was done well, so I had no problem with it. It was fine. It was totally cool. It was just something I wanted to bring up because it was really, really cool, like the Bat voice. Now, Doomsday. Doomsday has mixed opinions on Twitter, on everything, on all the social media accounts. People they don't like him, and now, I have no idea what to think about this. We literally got maybe 2 seconds of footage, 1.5 seconds probably. That is not enough time to base it off of. We have to look at his movements. We have to look at his whole body. We have to look at just how he's going to interact with the other characters. We just saw him for like 2 seconds, like I said, and that's not enough to go off. But people should not start judging right now. I'm not judging right now because we've only seen them for so long. I can judge Superman and Batman right now just a little bit because we have seen them so many times in these trailers. But Doomsday is somebody that you should stay away from until you see more of him, until you see an actual official image, until you see like another trailer with him in it. But for now, I think that he looks alright. He looks like a comic book. He looks like the comic book Doomsday. I mean, there are some like little changes here to make him look more slimy and more monster-like than actual Doomsday. Doomsday reminds me of a rock, like in the comics, like, you know, really solid and like hard. But this one seems more slimy and watery and grim. Like, you know, it looks totally fine though because they did it right. Like, that's what they did. They did this right. Zack Snyder did this absolutely right. He just tweaked them for the movie, so it's just not, because if they're gonna spoon feed you comic book images, like, it's no fun, like comic books. If they just turn the Dark Knight in the Dark Knight Returns into a movie, it would be no fun because everybody would know word for word for it. So there has to be changes, and people have to understand that. So Doomsday, in my opinion, he looks alright for the time being, but I'm gonna wait off until my final opinion until I see a photo and I see more of him in different trailers. The last thing I want to talk about, Dawn of Justice, the title, it finally makes sense. I mean, it's made sense for a long time, but it's finally on screen. At the end, you see the the trilogy for DC Comics, you see them, and that's the Dawn of the Justice League, Dawn of Justice. It's finally happening. Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, all taking on a bigger enemy, and next thing you know, we're gonna have Wonder Woman, Justice League, and Aquaman, and Flash, and Cyborg, and Green Lantern. Everybody's gonna be together, and it's gonna be justice. But this is the dawn of justice. And like Zack Snyder said, this isn't a Superman sequel. This isn't a Batman movie. This is its own movie, and it's Dawn of Justice. It's gonna set up the Justice League. That's the main purpose of this movie. So, I mean, the title finally makes sense. Life is complete. And if you enjoyed, please leave a like on this video. Tell me what you thought about the trailer in the comments below, and please share this video. Most of all, anybody that likes Batman v Superman, tweet it to them, message it to them, email it to them, even though nobody uses email. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.